Energy is a big problem for Mongolia because, first of all, it's something that's very much needed. You can't do without heat. You have problems doing without electricity, and probably one of the biggest problems is that only 30% of the Mongolian households are currently being served with electricity. The other problem is that those power plants that are here are relatively dirty, are of old Russian design, and are in desperate need of new investment, better technologies, more environmental friendly services.
Many of the city's residents live with the effects of this extremely inefficient energy generation. And while the people living in the Gers dream of the comforts of an apartment, in fact, not all apartments are created equal. The Bat Ulzi family live in what is known as Ice Town.
The ice is still there. In winter it becomes very thick. After you shower it thaws a bit, but then it freezes again, because there's an empty space in the wall. It's frozen. We put more particle board and foam insulation. Before the entire wall was frozen, and that corner and the window was all ice. Of course we have complaints. The residents always complain.
Even though the heating is so bad, we still have to pay the full charge.
But across town, it's a very different story. Sonit Tsetsek and her roommates are very warm students.
Even when it's minus 30 outside, it's like summer in here.
Because their radiators are so hot, they have to open the window even during the coldest part of the winter. And they're not the only ones. In this and other neighborhoods, there are many windows open, pumping energy out into the frigid winter air. But the capital does have some fully functional modern apartments. As the story goes, some are too hot, some are too cold, and some are just right.
We can reduce heat loss by half if we insulate the buildings, if we fit energy-efficient doors and windows, and if we regulate the heating systems.
After 1990, when the traditional assistance from the Soviet Union ended, Mongolia became increasingly dependent on foreign donor aid. Nearly $2 billion poured in between 1991 and 2000, providing a quarter of Mongolia's annual budget, making it the 9th most aid-dependent country in the world. The government has prioritized basic services and health issues in the capital and is encouraging foreign investment.
I believe that in the next few years, if the Mongolia develops its infrastructure, it will reach the level of the developed Asian countries. We need foreign and private investment to help us develop. So we are creating investment mechanism. We are working to help investors make profits. This is a critical step for us.
One of the most obvious problems is the air pollution from coal burning in the Ger areas. Now there's an aid project to locally manufacture and promote low-cost efficient stoves.
If people save 2 tons of coal, it means about 50,000 of tugriks could be saved for the family budget. A second benefit is air pollution, environmental issues, especially in the winter time, in the morning, at the evening, at the night, there are a lot of smoke. If the coal consumption will decrease, so this effect also could be decreased.
But putting an efficient stove in a poorly constructed house is only part of the solution. Another 3-year development project is promoting energy-efficient housing.
The
purpose of our project is to promote the building of super insulated houses in Mongolia. as well as provide technical and financial support. These are some of the materials that we recommend. This straw bale, the made in Mongolia. So far, this is most efficient material for insulation. Also, doesn't harm nature and is at least expensive.
тэгсэн мөртлөө байгаль дэх эрэг нөлөөтэй харьцангуй хямд ийм байшин барихад хамгийн тохиромжтой материал. Энэ технологиг ажиллахаар өргөн хүрээнд ингэж нэвтрүүлснээр бол
By using super insulation technology, we can protect nature, reduce pollution, improve people's health and incomes, and the large-scale economy.
Ийм эрэг нөлөөллийг өргөн хүрээнд одоо нэвтрүүлэх.
Per capita, greenhouse gas emissions are some of the highest in the world for Mongolians. Our project aims to have some impact on reducing those emissions through supporting super insulated housing.